Pasha Paroh, YNet7. Thank you for tuning. Artists, I want to tell you. I want to tell you. When people are concerned with you and your art, it won't always cost you, right? A lot of people don't take time to learn, who's around them, who people actually are. You know what I'm saying? They just go with the flow, right? So I got over a 10 year. I had over a 10-year run with my peoples, right? Peoples at the time got me started. I approached. This why I want to get into this. Want to learn the club scene. So, doing as a photographer, ain't no secret. Got photos on my Facebook with 30 plus celebrities. Done hole in the wall events. Done casino ballroom events for city councilmen. I spent 10 years in the club 3 to 5 nights a week. 3 to 5 nights a week in the club. At the party to be at that night. After a while, it gets boring as shit. It ruins your whole life. Because now when other people catch up in life and they're like, hey, you want to go to the club, hang out? It's like someone asking you if you want to go to work on your day off. How would you feel about that? Nah, I'm good. I did 10 years, 3 to 5 nights a week. I done seen everything from your regular parties to chicks in fishnet suits only, upside down, pop, lock, and dropping in a handstand. I done parties at Onyx in Philly, Club PM in New York. There's really nothing I haven't seen or experienced. I'm really not excited or impressed. Right? But I want to speak to you about this event. The man, Ralph Capone, manufacturer of the Soul Asylum acoustic speakers, monitors. He got an event, got free tickets for you. And this reminded me of the importance of people that are actually doing things for the culture instead of for their personal gain pockets or their personal affiliations, or just personal period. Because see, when you're working for the culture, for the goal of humanity, for the goal of a society, okay? You'll work to position yourself in a place to reward that society, to enrich that society, to cultivate that culture, to grow that culture, to help shape and mold the future, not extract the ore from its earth. Let's look at some things in contrast to this, okay? Like I said, I spent 10 years in doing this. I know I had a huge falling out after an 11, 12 year run with my team for this very purpose. Because artists, like I'm from Delaware. The people that know, been following me know that. I've been down here in Charlotte it's going on 9 years now. Okay? So I was working with the main people at the radio station Power 99. I was working with the main photographer from DC to New York. Because my plan was, like, we all grew up saying we wanted to do music, you know what I mean? Freestyling in front of the China King and shit like that on the Ave, you know what I'm saying? That was all of us. So I went to the guy that was doing the photography because that was going to be my way in to study the clubs. There's no secret. I told him that at the time. I remember he asked me one day, he said, "What about the chicks?" And I was like, "Man, I don't give a fuck about the chicks. I got chicks. I got chicks all the time." I'm studying the club to learn about the promoters and how the club works. Because at the time, I was thinking I would come back and do my music and I would understand the game and how it works from my experience, and I would know everybody. Then I found out in my studies later about the technology and, me, conspiracy theorist, quote unquote, always studying years in advance. And I was like, ain't no point. Live performances is not the liquid gold mine anymore. That's why you see me positioning myself for the online situation, which I've told artists that's been in connection with me for almost 10 years now to prepare. But here's the thing: the falling out was had a couple points to it. One of them was dealing with the fact that at that time it was really just becoming a thing, like to charge, it probably always existed, but it was really just becoming the thing to do, to charge artists to perform at an event. And if you look at the law, it up to a certain point, and I can't even say at that point that it's even changed, but it used to be unlawful to charge an artist to perform. It's really, it's really backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, artists, and when I was talking to artists in the local community at the time, they didn't understand the concept. They didn't understand why I was speaking it, and it was easier for them to say, "Oh, Pasha just mad, he hating, this, that, and the other." It was funny though, because 4 years after I left and everything, all that happened, and I left and came to Charlotte to start my career or to expand my career, everybody was making the same complaint. Now it's popular for that complaint. Oh, why y'all not doing this? Why y'all not doing that? That's what happens when you 4, 5, 10 years ahead of everybody else. You sound foreign. People laugh at you. And then they realize later on, damn, we should have listened. So if you're an artist and you look into, you're supposed to get paid for your art, is what y'all all talking about. To go and pay to do a show is backwards. I remember people around here that weren't into music, but that were around me, not necessarily in my circle, but around me often, for whatever reason. They were like, "Posh, you're not doing CIAA? Like, you're not going to perform at CIAA?" And I was like, "No." Like, "Yo, you're stupid, you're fool, you're dumb." Okay. Because they don't know that for a non-celebrity artist, or what they call an emerging artist, right? Up and coming, whatever you want to call it. They want to charge the artist in some cases up to $1,000 to perform. And they give them some sales pitch fucking pipe dream talking about, "Hey, you can sell your merch and you'll make your money back." And that might be true for what small percentage? All right? The way I looked at it was this, and I told artists this 10 years ago. If you actually say you have a promoter that wants to charge you $100 to perform at their party or their event, right? And you pay that, you in the hole, the $100 for that, right? Gas money, depending on where you coming from, okay, $20 in the tank, that's nothing, right? If you drink alcohol, you gonna probably get at least 1, 2, 5 drinks. You know what I'm saying? You bring some people with you, you may or may not be at least getting them one drink, right? They gonna be paying for some drinks. Maybe they get in free, maybe they gotta pay. You might win got a fresh fit for the outfit for the night. You know what I mean? You probably 250 to 500 in by the end of the night. If you had to travel, that's a hotel room, that's another 250, something like that. Right? You just spent $750, $1,000 to go perform in front of 200 people, if you lucky. And so, I'm just talking averages, right? Think about this, artist. In front of 200 people. And what we know when we do the math is 30% of them gonna rock with you at that moment. So that's like, what, 60? 30% of them are gonna actually remember you after that night. So now you're down to 20. And then 30% of them they might rock with you long term. So what's that? 6 or 7 people. So you just spent $1,000. You just spent a rack to gain 6 real followers or fans. Long term. Not for that moment. Everybody like you when they drunk and the lights is flashing and the smoke is circling around and they looking at this fat ass over here and they people with them and it's like we ain't got work. We partying. Yeah, oh, that's a great song. Yeah. I fucks with that. They don't know shit you said. You might not even have a message they remember, right? So you just spent $1,000 to gain 6 people. You could take that $1,000, put it on in a marketing campaign yourself, and gain 600 people. You see what I'm saying? So my gripe was, I was with the team that could have made the fucking difference to change the lives of everybody in the state of Delaware. But because my idea was going to affect their profit, they didn't want to help the people. I don't give a fuck if you go talk to people at jobs I used to work at, whatever. This has always been my problem. I'm always trying to help people that don't know I'm trying to help them, and then the people that don't want to help them make me the bad guy, and then they, you know what I mean? This has been my whole life story, so I don't give a fuck, because this is what I do, because I'm American, surrounded by United States citizens, all right? So, but that's the thing. So the biggest mistake artists can make is paying for an opportunity to share their work. And I know you're going to say, yeah, well, if you're paying for marketing, true. But when you perform, that's supposed to be what you worked so hard in marketing to gain from, to be rewarded from. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying you done paid all this money to go to college. For those people that went to college, I don't have a degree. I got a welding certification. All right? Because a degree changes status for people that like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm American. But for people that go to college, it would be the equivalent of saying you paid all that money to go to college, so a job can charge you to work there. You paid all that money to go to college to get this certificate of recognition to say you have a certain value and capability, and then the job says, okay, great. Well, to work here, you got to pay $500 a month. We not paying you. You going to pay us to work here. You see, it sounds retarded then, right? So what's the difference? So when I take time, I've been real patient because I spent time in this world already in a different capacity. I know the ins and outs of it. I don't work with celebrities. I don't work with local people. I know the game. And that's why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it. So I study people. And that's why you see me around very few people. You see me really rocking with very few people. Because when you study them, like, Pasha, we don't never see you with nobody. What, you don't know nobody? No, that's the problem. I know people. And if I don't, I take my time to get to know that person. So I can actually support shit like this. Because his character is bulletproof. His character is bulletproof. I'm not concerned about the money. Ain't no money. Ain't been no money since the 30s. Y'all fools. It's called currency. That's why I don't have no value. Money has value. It's gold or silver per the Constitution. You got currency. All you doing is passing around debt to each other. Y'all ain't got shit. And y'all so think y'all money. And y'all out here killing, stepping on each other, all this dumb shit for some shit that ain't got no value. No fucking value. And the reason why y'all do it, and the reason why they do it, is because they don't have no value of themselves. When you have self-worth, when you have self-value, you don't need material shit. And if you're saying you don't need material shit, then guess what material is? Material is that fucking paper too. It ain't just the Mercedes. It ain't just the Rolls Royce sitting outside. The material is that fucking paper. Because that's what it is. It's paper. It's material. It has no intrinsic worth. So yeah, so let me show you why. Let me show you the difference in contrast, because this reminded me so much of what I've seen before. It reminded me about my disgust for parts of the industry and why I don't associate. I've had opportunities to perform. I've had tons of opportunities to perform. Paid and not paid. But the number, it's not worth it for me. Because it doesn't align with what I'm looking to build. And I see people sell, you want to talk about people selling out for $5 million. Oh, they sold out for $5 million. Y'all selling out for 200. I'm not talking to any one of y'all in particular. I'm just saying, stop complaining about the people that sell out for $1 million check. Oh, they sold out. They got $1 million check. They sold out. They did this. They did. You sold out. Somebody sold out for $200. Now let's look at the difference here. Here's a character that I respect. Right here. And this conversation, right? Because like what I do is I like to learn. So I'm always testing the situation and people to help me learn about the current state of things. And like I said, to learn about that particular person. Right? Because I don't pretend to know everybody. Y'all know me. I'm the first one to tell y'all, look, these they say Facebook friends, but I don't know these people. Most of them, half of them. More than half of them. Like, that's not me. I'm not excited about how I've been there before. I deleted thousands of people from my Facebook page, like at one time. Thousands. Just all y'all gotta go. All y'all. Cause I don't know. It's just I don't like it. But there's certain elements of I need to work with, and then I'm a Virgo, so I'm in and out of that world of hermit mode, and then I'm American, not a U.S. citizen, so then there's status, and there's all the problems of discipline and mentality issues, and I'm just withdrawn from society. So I'm not out here doing this to be seen. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be seen. I produce work so my work can be seen, so my message can be heard. I don't care about paper. I need you to hear the message. So I position myself in life where I could do this, whether I make $1 from you off of it or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it, and I had the ability to do it because that's what I did. That's what I built for myself. I'm not dependent upon somebody else to say I can or can't do this. I'm doing it because I do what I want to do. The thing is, I just don't want to do maybe what you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? And then it would be wise for people to ask you why. Well, why'd you do it like that? Or why you say that? But they always trying to assume and tell you something. Let's take a look at this, because this is really, and it was very, the irony was you got these two different things in your, not, one of them's in my inbox, and this one is just on it Ralph's page, Capone's page. You know what I mean? And I don't knock people sending stuff in the inbox because I do that shit. I do that shit. I'll send this shit to you. I got a text list. I got a motherfucking inbox list on every platform, and I hit y'all the fuck up. I also check on y'all from time to time, like, hey, what's going on? Blah blah blah. Tell me about what your day was like, what you're working on. But that's me. But I send you shit because I know we dealing with these fucking algorithms, and chances are you might not even see my shit because I'm not paying $5,000 a month for promotion and marketing. So somebody would spend my ads on Facebook and Instagram, and y'all think I'm super successful because Facebook put it in front of 5 million people, not because 5 million people was looking for me. But see, when you're not in control of your emotions or your thought process, you believe shit and you get hype about illusions that you don't understand, right? And I'm saying that for people from a fanning standpoint or an artist standpoint, because I also want you to not get discouraged when you see some of these other people doing a thing and you're like, damn man, they got 20,000 fucking views in an hour and 700 likes, yeah. And this, some people them built their little fan base and stuff. I'm not knocking now. I'm not saying that don't exist. But a lot of people, they got somewhere, either themselves or a machine behind them, big or small. And they're dumping a couple $1,000s in a marketing campaign for that shit. And it's running up numbers and you think they're good. You think it sound good because you associating the activity of it with the quality. And we listen to what's their message. What knowledge are they giving you? I mean, I'm not saying everybody need to put knowledge in their shit, but I'm just saying. All right, don't be discouraged when you see others. Keep doing your thing. Focus on you. Find your people. That's all you gotta do. Focus on finding your people. Shout out to Collabware, right? All right. So let's take a look at this, right? Because it's so fucking funny. It reminded me of that shit, and I was like, this is why I don't. This is what I be talking about, man. And then it also boosted the value of Capone's event because it helped showcase the difference in character. So, and like I said, I don't mind people inboxing me. I encourage that shit. Like if I'm inboxing you, some shit, I think people get mad when you inbox them your work, right? And they like, why are you sending me this shit? Because they don't have nothing to send back to you. I think that's really what it is. I think that's why people get upset sometimes. Because you're flooding their inbox maybe once a week with shit you're doing, basically. Productivity. And they have nothing they can offer you in return. So they translate that hate into, hey, stop sending me this shit. Right? That's really what it boils down to. So I got this in my inbox. right? Are you trying to attend, perform, or even vend at our celebrity charity basketball game at Riverbank State Park in New York City, September 22nd? Also, check out our 300 plus professional marketing and PR services, right? Like if it was like a voice radio announcer, like, as TV, radio, magazines, and more for all genres and entertainment, or get to your brand in the new video game, right? So I was like, because I'm at the point where I'm at a crossroads, because I really said, I'm at a point where I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to start fucking with society a little bit. But I told them already, when I come out, if I come out, what's up, Nkichi? I want $100,000 for my first performance. So I don't give a fuck how trash you think my shit is. I don't give a fuck how fucking small you think my fan base is. I want 100 racks when I perform. So what I'm doing now is I'm testing. I'm doing beta test. Like I said, I know what it was like. I know the behind the scenes of what it was. So I'm studying people's characters. I test them regularly. They probably test me too. It's fucking life. And so I'm asking some. I decided to use this opportunity to probe the situation. Right? People don't understand why you do things. They just think they do. And that's when you get to see who they really are. All right? Now I don't know this person. I don't know them. It's the same thing. It's LinkedIn, but it's just like Facebook. You don't know all of these people. I'm not one of those people that say, oh yeah, I know them just because they're on my fucking page. No, I don't know them. But they're on my page. He's in my inbox with his little offer, right? No worries. So I said, let me test this shit out. See what this. I'm gonna just see what it is. You know what I mean? Because I was looking at like, damn, if I was in Delaware, that back in the day, that might have been something that the peoples would have pulled up to. I know we had a guy that did celebrity basketball events up there. You know what I mean? So stuff like this bring the city out. You know what I mean? Everybody see Rutgers back in the day, right? So I was just looking at the idea and I was like, I see what it's saying. I know what's going on behind the scenes. Oh, 5 radio interviews, 150. Membership, $50. Membership to what? Like the event? Like I don't know what that means. But anyway, somebody's probably buying it. 100 news blogs, $100. So is this is with the event? I don't know. But anyway, you get where I'm going. So here's where I was at. Let me test this situation out, see how this guy, learn about this guy and what he's got going on. So I said, I'll perform 3 songs for $3,200 plus free admission for me and up to 2 guests. I'm coming from Charlotte. Please confirm email for contract and invoice. I already know he's going to say no because I know he want to charge artists. So he goes, sorry. First of all, let me tell you this about Pasha. I don't ever want to hear an apology from you. I don't give a fuck what you think you did. I don't ever want to hear an apology. I'm not in the business of apologies. I would much rather prefer you tell me what the fuck you were thinking so I could decide if I can relate to that shit or not. Because if I can relate to it, oh shit, that makes sense. Yeah, I'd have done the same thing. I feel you on that. All right, cool, bet. Next time, just, hit me up or do this or say that, whatever, right? If I can't relate to it, if it's some fuck shit, then we probably just gonna be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking forward to having that continuation in my life. You know what I mean? So I think real people don't give a shit about apologies. I think we just want to know what the fuck you were thinking. Apologies and sorry, that's political shit. That's politics. That's bullshit. We diplomats. Because we American. So he goes, sorry, And I'm not reading the tone. I'm just showing the difference between him and me. I'm not saying it's how he sound or anything. Like I said, I don't know the guy. So it's a charity game, and A-list celebrities are coming out for free. And see, this is where it gets hip. This is where it gets retarded. And people don't. I was having a conversation earlier with a chick that's getting to know me, and I was saying like, look, the moment you make a statement, right? Because I try to keep everybody on point around me, and I was like, the moment you make a statement, let's say you say, I got this routine, I do like this, I do this, I do. Well, the moment you demonstrate in any way, shape, or form that you deviate from that routine for any reason whatsoever, you now qualify as a hypocrite. So don't tell people that you have rigidness that doesn't always exist, because for me it creates a trust issue. I can't trust you at that point because I'm sitting there listening to you and I know you lying, but the question is, do you know that you lying? It might be true at that moment, but you lying because it's not gonna always be true forever in life. And that's why you see me so standoffish from people, because I'll be looking at people like, do you realize you lying or do you not know you lying? Because if you know you lying, now that's a trust issue. You go, I can't fucking trust you. You know you lying to me, you know what I mean? If you don't know you lying, it's equally as dangerous because you don't know that you lying. Ooh, so I still can't trust you. Y'all think Pasha antisocial. No, Pasha not antisocial. So look, sorry, it's a charity game and A-list celebrities are coming out for free. And also, we are charging emerging artists to perform. Now, how ass backwards is that? You're doing a charity event. The people that got the currency get in free. And the people that are in comparison struggling and trying to come up, you're going to charge them. Ain't that just like the fucking government? That's why I don't like political shit. Because it don't make sense. Now, but look at the irony of all this shit. Sorry, it's a charity game. Like I said, Pasha ain't antisocial. I just want to be around people that are real, that are true. And if you don't know that you lying, I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make sense. So look, it's a charity game, and A-list celebrities are coming out for free. And also we are charging emerging artists, which this is what I was like, like I said, it was a flashback to the whole thing that like I said before, it's the whole reason I built my campaign the way I built it is because I don't want to be a part of this bullshit at all. At all. At all. By the time I perform, damn it, you guys ain't gonna have a choice. You know what I'm saying? So, charging emerging artists to perform. And last but not least, this was not an invite. Motherfucker, what the fuck do you mean it wasn't an invite? Like, this, people don't understand English. This is why I don't like talking to people. Let's go back to it. Let me look at this. Because they always try to say something's wrong with you. Are you trying to attend, perform, and even vend that? That's a fucking invitation. I'm just saying, man, like, if you're going to talk to me, like, learn the English language. I can't say, about Spanish and, poquito, todos los días muy perfecto. I say, I can't really speak about a bunch of other different languages, inshallah, But, talk to me in English. All right? So, sorry, it's a charity game, and A-list celebrities are coming out for free. And also, we are charging emerging artists to perform. And last but not least, this was not an invite, as you can see by the price list above that we charge for everything but I do know some people. Now, see, look, hold on, because this is what really where it went left. I would have been cool with everything, even though he's displaying such ignorance and comprehension of the English language. I would have been cool with everything, right? And I'm still cool with it. It's just like I said, it's just a learning opportunity for me to get to know the character of people, and it helps me learn more about society and why I don't fuck with everybody, because they don't got it all up here. You know what I'm saying? You might have it all in the bank, but you ain't got it all up here. All right? And I don't respect that. I would rather have people with no dollars in the bank and have this up here completely solid, and we can rock. I don't need you to have no currency, no paper. You know what I'm saying? I need you to have a mind. All right? For yourself. So, sorry, it's a charity game, A-list story. So we already saw the hypocrisy there, right? Then he comes down here and says, as you can see from the price list above, we charge for everything, but you just told me the celebrities are coming out for free. So you don't charge for everything. But I do know some people. See, this is where I was like, man, all right, you took. I do know some people overlook that and send us messages like this for some odd reason. But hey, if you're looking for a marketing team to help your career, give us a call and let's talk real business in a real fashion that actually makes sense. Motherfucker, ain't nothing you said made sense yet. So I definitely won't be calling you for marketing to talk real business, because ain't nothing you said made any real sense. All right? But when you want to say, but I know some people overlook that. No, let's go to the next thing. No, I didn't overlook it. So you didn't know what my purpose of this communication was, so you assumed some shit. And that's what I said. Actually, I didn't overlook anything. I advised you the consideration for my performance and attendance. I can't speak for anyone else's negotiation. So you say it's a charity event and the A-list celebrities with currency are coming out for free, but you're charging emerging artists to perform. I'm American. I charge the entire United States, bro. Period. Don't take it personal. And please don't insult my intelligence. I've tested in the top 5 percentile my whole life and have a 34 Wonderlic score. Enjoy your games. And I gave him a little note because I know you didn't know what the fuck I was saying. Note, consideration and performance are banking terms in case you seek authority. Just decline next time instead of giving me excuses. Because see, all that registers as excuses and trust issues to me. Like all you had to do was fucking say no. No thank you. Oh, nah, we're not looking to pay artists. Anything like that would have been, and I'm not telling people what to say or how to talk because I hate when people tell me that. But what I'm showcasing is the difference in intention. All right? The intention was to try and, I wrote the song Gaslighting. How you going to try to gaslight me? This whole paragraph is gaslighting. But I'm in control of my emotions, so it don't bother me. You're just making a fool of yourself. Right? Let's continue. Because I need you artists to know this. Because it's fucking up everything. It's fucking up everything. Because you guys don't even know that there's no money. You guys, this is not what. Anyway, look. So I said just decline. So then he comes back with, bro, I work with A-list acts. LOL. What would I have to give you excuses for? I don't know. You should have asked yourself that before you wasted your time typing 5-10 sentences of bullshit that ain't had nothing to do with what the fuck I said. This is why y'all think, I don't do titles, but this is why y'all think I don't have friends. Because this is the way y'all mind works. Or not y'all, you guys here rocking with me are closer to me, but this is the way their mind works. And I need you to get this because we got to do something about this. Because it's not only affecting music, it's affecting everything. All right? Because 10 years, 15 years ago, excuse me, when people were saying, hey, we got to do something about the schools. Let's start homeschooling our kids and doing all this shit. Y'all motherfuckers was called, not y'all. I'm talking, you know how I go. We just talk. They were fucking calling us crazy. We couldn't get no support. Now, they ain't got no heat in schools, no books. Now everybody wants to be like, they're taking all the shit out of the books in school that they do have. They can't get any books to email you when you get a book out of the library, all kinds of shit. Now they're like, we got to do something about the school. It's too fucking late. You was too busy making fun of the people that was trying to get some shit done 10, 15 years ago. So then, he starts sending me pictures. Me and my NBA client, James Johnson. Me and my client, Mano and Trav Q, whoever these people are. I don't know them. I don't watch the NBA. LOL, I also represent Dennis Rodman. I bet you would. See, because I'm educating the people around me to be able to present themselves. Because when you have representation, we talked about that when we studied law, and when we go into our court case citations and the legal aspects, is when you have someone represent you, it's basically admitting that you're incompetent of being able to conduct your own affairs, so you need to have someone represent you. I want to teach competency to my people. I'm not proud of your representation. And he asks, who am I? Which is fair. You don't know who the fuck I am. Like I said, I don't know who I am. I'm not emotionally scarred by that shit. It's just the fucking truth. All right? Who am I? I am a man of equations, not variables. And it sickens me when others assume one has made a mistake because they don't comprehend the language. See, that's what I was checking him on. Like, don't assume when he said people often overlook. No, I didn't overlook shit. I got a Black's Law dictionary back there, a banking law dictionary, a legal terms dictionary. I got an etymology dictionary. I ain't overlooked shit. But you don't know what I'm saying to you, though. This is why the people that don't understand the songs, because they don't know the words. I don't give a fuck about the people that don't understand English. I mean, I'm not saying at a humanitarian basis, but I'm saying, like, as far as feedback on my productions, like, if you don't know the English language, like, you can't talk to me about my music because you don't know what the fuck I'm saying. You think you do, but you have no clue. So yeah, so I responded, I'm a man of equations, not variables, and it sickens me when others assume one has made a mistake because they don't comprehend the language. So he responds, you're making excuses, LOL. Narcissistic tactic. I'm not saying he's a narcissist. Narcissistic tactic, gaslighting, flip shit around on you. That's the same thing I just told you. How you gonna flip what I just told you on me? You people that got relationships, I know y'all hate when other person do this. This is why I just keep them out of my life, because you wasting energy on the wrong shit. That wasted energy is energy we could have spent building some shit. So if you would rather waste the energy, I would rather not have you around, because you're going to expect me to waste energy with you. This is why Pasha's different from a lot of people's expectation, because we don't waste shit over here. That's also why I'm able to do what I do with a fraction of what they think they got. So imagine what could be done if I had just as much as they did. Oh, but that's coming. That's coming soon. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's just putting it in gear. So you making excuses, LOL. You ain't doing no business in the music industry and don't even have a brand to make you money. Motherfuckers, I wasn't trying to make money, dummy. Like, I was just working on my craft, getting my message together. My message is out there. My shit's in Japan. My shit's in the UK already. My shit's in New York already. My shit's in California already. Now, I'm not saying it's saturated all of Japan and saturated the whole UK and all everybody in California know my name. No. But you got to start somewhere. I got presence worldwide already. And I ain't even left the house. And all y'all bragging about being outside. I ain't even leave the house yet. That's why I'm going to get $100K for my first show. Because by the time I come out. But anyway, let's go. So, my response was, hey, look, there's no money in circulation since the 30s. And all y'all doing is passing around debt. And my message is why I do it. And I'm strong enough to do it myself with no concern. See, I'm in a position where I don't got to worry about getting paid. My concern is making sure the message get out there. I don't think the people that wrote the Bible, and you guys know I'm not religious. I don't think the people that wrote the Bible said, yo, man, we got to get paid for this shit. We ain't doing this shit unless we get paid. I don't think that's what their purpose. You know, something just tells me when you got a real powerful message, something just tells me when you get a real calling to do something, or you got a real powerful message, something just tells me that you're not worried about paper. And when your purpose is when you're destined for that purpose, like, you're going to always be put in a position where you, by the Most High, the universe, whatever you're going to say, where you're enabled and empowered to do what you need to do. That's how you know you got a purpose and you're not just getting pimped. I'm strong enough to do this shit with no concern. I don't even give a fuck if you like it or not. That's how nonchalant I am about what I'm doing. See, y'all a slave to the what y'all call money. Y'all slave. I can't write the song like that. I can't say this. I gotta make sure I, do look like this. I gotta have this chain. I gotta do this. Chicks walking around. I gotta have my ass out, my titties hanging out, right? Because you a slave to the dollar. You're a slave to the dollar. When you should be a slave to your craft. Your version of it. Not what somebody else tell you you should do. You were born with certain shit to make you you. And a lot of y'all, I'm not even saying I'm gonna be the biggest thing in the world, right? It's a possibility I might not be. That's true. It's a possibility I might be. But what I want you to know is focus on what's inside of you, because when you come out with that new shit that's never been done that way before, that is the motherfucking shit that blows up. Not, okay, do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you stay like that, because that's the way everybody else do it, all right? Now say something. How you fuck you gonna say something different? You can't. You talking the same thing everybody else talking. You're doing it the same way they doing it. It sound the same. You just trying to fit in to something that's saturated. And then you wonder why you don't got no exposure, because they can't tell the difference between you and the other 50 million people doing it. Do you, and you'll fucking be different, because you'll be yourself, and then people that are like you can say, wow, we got someone that represents us, right? Because you're presenting yourself. Man, y'all got it fucked up. All right, hold on. And then, so the feedback is, you can't fill up an arena. Stop living in some fantasy world, and LOL, we getting a lot of that money. Stop texting me. Take care. And I responded that something along the lines of like, well, all the people you represented at some point couldn't fill up an arena either. But he blocked me before. I be getting blocked, bro. I tell you, I be getting blocked like a motherfucker, man. The whole world be half the world blocking me, half the world giving me access. It's gonna work itself out. It's gonna work itself out. You see what I'm saying? But then when we get access to those missiles, those nukes, you know what I'm saying? New world order, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, but it's cool. It's cool. So I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I don't got no gripe, but it's funny to me. It's funny. So, but yeah, at some point in everybody that he was representing, they couldn't fill up an arena either. And at that time, he probably would have been telling them the same shit. You can't fill up an arena, but now you sucking their dick trying to make sure you out there hustling for them. See, that's the difference, artists. The same people that's telling you you ain't never gonna be shit, as soon as you get shit, they gonna be one out there putting a suit on for you. The difference is, are you gonna respect them at that time, or are you gonna respect the ones that's rocking with you now? You see what I mean? And this is why I want you all, I don't give a fuck if you in New York, California, I don't give a fuck where you at. If you can make it to this event, this is where it's gonna be for the culture. All right. He got some text there. If I had hit the see more button, it would have been too big to put on the screen. You wouldn't have been able to get a good idea of anything. But go to his page, check it out, click the link. It's on Eventbrite. All right. Somebody that's doing something for you, instead of celebrating someone that's trying to take everything from you. Pasha Paroh. Thank you for tuning.